Hey guys, it's Heather. I'm here today to do an altered book with you. And this is the altered book that I'm working in right now. So I'm going to flip to a page. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue four or five pages together using a glue stick, using Create Scotch glue stick. So 2, 3, 4, maybe I'll do 5. Okay. I'm going to shut the book and then make sure all the papers are glued together tight. Okay, the next step is, this is a sheet from my Magical Fairy kit, and I just ripped half of the sheet. And I'm going to glue that on one side. She's pretty, I love her. Pretty little fairy. Then the next step is I'm going to get out my Mod Podge and a pretty napkin of your choice. Doesn't matter. I think I'm going to use this little napkin with the birds. I think that's sweet. Okay, so first thing is first, we're going to cover this with some Mod Podge, and I'm going to get a little piece of scrap paper to put back there so it doesn't get on the other pages. Okay, so then I'm going to do a layer of Mod Podge. Then the next step is I'm going to carefully lay my napkin down. Then I'm going to put another coat of Mod Podge on top of that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to carefully rip this napkin. Okay. Once that dries, you can come back and, like cut all that on the edges off if you don't want that kind of grungy look. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my heating tool, and I want this to be completely dry before I go to the next step. So let's do that. Then I'm just going to trim this extra napkin on the side off, just to make it look neat and pretty. I hear my baby upstairs. Somebody must be outside. She is barking like crazy. Okay, so then the next thing you want to do is either draw out a square, or if you have like little die cuts that are squares, you can do that. Use this. I'm going to put this right in the middle, and I'm going to draw 3 lines. I'm going to draw a line here, a line here, and a line here. Oops. Okay, then the next thing you're going to need is your X-Acto knife. And I'm going to put my little cutting board underneath it, like so. And then you're just going to cut at that line. Try to cut as straight as you possibly can. There we go. And then that's going to fold up like so. And then what I would do is I take a little bit of Mod Podge, and I put it on my brush. a little bit. And then just go around the pages just to make sure that they're all glued together and that they don't come apart. Oops. And just take your finger. And then of course you want to get the dryer out and make sure that's really dry. So then the next thing you want to do is cut out a shape to go behind this. And there we go. And I'm going to use this little deer, and this deer is actually in my magical fairy kit. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some glue, and I'm just going to use this little glue stick. And you just want to line it up so that it will be in the little window. This is a little tricky, but you can do it. Nope. There we go. Yep, just like that. So then it'll be like this. Okay. So then the next step is, let me make sure I get all this. The next step is I want to glue this, just the outside square down. So I'm just going to put some glue down like this, just all around this square. And then I'm going to lay this down. Then the next step is you want to get your vintage photo and ink all around the edges. All right, then the next step is you want to get a little piece of fabric in your tiny attacher or stapler or something. And I'm going to use this little piece of fabric. I'm going to kind of straighten it up a little bit. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take this little piece of fabric right here and put it on so that you can pull this up. And there's the little deer. Isn't that cute? So I think I want to cover up those staples with something. Let me see what I have. These little staples, I found this little applique that I think will look pretty there. So I'm going to get some Fabri-Tac glue. And then just glue that down. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, that's sweet. I want to put that there. So I'm going to take this little piece of lace and I'm going to glue this at the top of that little window. So here is my sweet little spread. Then when you flip to this page, you can open this up and there's a little deer looking at you. Isn't that sweet? I hope this has inspired you for your altar book. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.